Hello YouTube, welcome back to my video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can deploy a Java project or a Java application in a domain or a website. So in one of my previous video, I have shown you how you can register a domain for deploying a Java project online. So the domain name which I showed you, the domain host which I shown you is the Mocha host. So as I told, I have worked with this Mocha host for almost 5 years now. They have good support. They have online support also here. So the one we selected for hosting our Java application is the Tomcat's this one, which is that, yeah, private business plan private JVM. Okay, so this is the one. In my previous video I have shown you how to buy this and how you can set up a host in this Mocha host. Okay, now in this video I'm going to show you how you can host a Java project with MySQL as backend in online. Okay, so I have my Java JSP MySQL login project source code in my website. So I am just recreating this website in my local host and we'll go for hosting this project online. Okay, so let me download this one from my own website. So let's go for, yes, I have just downloaded it. So it's in my this folder. What is that? Login project RAR. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so let me expand this one. So I'm just recreating, I'm just importing this project into my Eclipse IDE first. Now let me create a dynamic web project in my Eclipse IDE. So just go to new other and just search for dynamic web projects, click next, and I'm giving the name as the same name of my login project. This is the name, copy it, paste it here, finish it. Now just wait for some time to create your dynamic web project. Now it has been created. Now copy all the codes of your project to this one. So I'm just, so this is the code. Just copy the src and web content from here. Now go to the workspace. So this is the workspace of my Eclipse IDE. Now here is the login project which we have created. Now paste all the codes here and replace all the existing files from here. Okay, yes, we have just imported. Now just refresh this to get all the codes to your workspace. Now let's try to run this project in my local host. So first one we have to check is the database. So we have the DB connection is connecting to the database login project. I think I have already have that database in my local host. Let's go and check. So this is my MySQL client for Windows. So these all are my MySQL database available in my MySQL. So there is a database named login project. So inside that there is a table named admin. So admin has these two values in that. So the username and password of our project, the admin is there. Now let's try running this in my tomcat server. So to run it, just go to the index, run as, select run as, run on server. Now I am selecting to define that manually. I'm going to select tomcat version 6 and just click next, and I guess everything is okay. Let's try running this one. Just click finish and wait for the project to be started. Okay, now let's run this, let's try running this in Chrome browser and see how it is. So the username and password is 33 is the username and password. Just select 33 and submit. So here it is, we have just logged in to the project. So this project is not having CSS enabled or added. I have the source code, the same project with the CSS added and design one. Let me update the code here. So I have just updated the code from the backend. Let me refresh and get the thing. Yes, so we have all these pages with the CSS page, CSS enabled. So let me refresh the project and let's try running the project again. So just go to run and server, select the server, just click finish. Yes, the design page is loaded. Now let me copy the link from here again and paste it here. And you can see here the design page is here. So if I'm just logging in here with the username 3 and 3, and if I'm clicking login, it should take me a design home page. Okay, so it is same as the undesigned one which I shown earlier. So this is my profile page, and you can see here the link is changing. Then this is my home page, and the logout button is also there. Okay, so I'm going to host this one in my website, in my website as a Java application. So this is taken directly from the MySQL database. So I'll host this MySQL database also in web server, and host this complete project in one of my domains. So I have changed the code a little bit just to get more understanding. So I have a user in my database. The username is Genu1234 and password 123456. Now let's log in using this ID. So it's Genu1234 and the password is 123456. And if I'm logging in here, and this is the home page, you can see here the home page is here. So if I'm going to profile page, I'm just displaying my name and the username. Okay, same from here. Okay, I'm just selecting it from my database. Here is the code. So in my profile page, I'm just showing my name and username. Okay, now let's go to the cPanel of my website. So I have a website. The website name is keralafacts.com. So this website is completely working on Java, and I'm going to host our this project in one of my subdomain of this website. Okay, so this is purely on Java and JavaScript and complete CSS. So I'm going to create a new subdomain in this one using my cPanel credential. So in the previous video I have shown you the how to register a domain for a Java application. You will finally receive a welcome mail with your cPanel information, with the username and password of your cPanel. Now I'm just logging into my cPanel of my this website. Okay, so I have just logged into my cPanel. So this is my cPanel. I have logged in with the credential which I got when I registered with the domain. Okay, so in this cPanel you'll have a private JVM section which this is the one which you have bought using Mochahas to deploy Java application. So let me open this in another tab. As you can see here in this private JVM, Apache Tomcat 8 is running on, and it's currently running. And as I told, this website is actually running in that server. And the best part is you can host unlimited website in this same domain or same JVM. Okay, so I have tried two domains here, keralafacts.com and chilifax.com. So both of this one is not working now, but the keralafax is still working. Now I'm going to create a new subdomain for keralafax. So I'm going to the subdomain section in my in my cPanel, and where you can add unlimited subdomain. Okay, so I'm going to create a domain as login, whatever it is. I can put anything. So I'm putting it as login, and the domain root should be outside of public HTML. So it will be like login dot keralafax.com. Okay, so I have just created the subdomain for the for the domain keralafax.com. Just click create and wait for the domain to be created. Okay, yes, the first step we have completed. The subdomain has been created. The domain which we have created is this one, login.keralafax.com. Okay, so this is the subdomain we have created. So if I'm just going to this domain, this will be empty, nothing will be there. Now we have to map our JVM to this domain. Okay, so for that, just come down. So in the list we will get that link here. It's yeah, here it is. So to map the domain to the private JVM, select the domain from here, login.keralafax.com, and just click assign and wait for the assign to be completed. Okay, here it is. The domain is mapped to application server. And if I'm just refreshing this now, yeah, nothing is there, no pro. So let's go back to the JVM, and we can enable our private JVM in this domain by clicking this checking mark, this one. Now anything will come here? No, nothing will come here. Now we are ready to deploy our project in this domain. Let's go for deploying the project in this domain. Now we have to create a database for our application. Now we'll go back to your home page where you can see here MySQL databases. Okay, just click on the MySQL databases to see all the available databases in your domain have. So I have all these databases in my domain. I want to create a new database, so I'm creating the new database as login project. Okay, now let's just click on create database and wait for to be created. Yeah, the database has been created. Now copy the database name in a notepad. Now just go back again, and you have to get the username and password for your database. Okay, so I'm just creating a username as login. Okay, just this one, and I'm setting the password as a random password from a random password generator. I'm just copying a password. So this is the password for that, and just click on use password. Yes, and just click on create user, and the user has been created. Now we have to map this user to that database which we have just created now. Yes, now you have to map. For mapping, you have to come here, add user to the database. So from here you have to select the database first, and the user which we have created now. So this is the user, and just click on add, and it will ask for the privileges. I'm going for all privileges, and just click on make changes to map the user to that particular a database. Okay, now we have to create the table. So this login project, this database we have created online. Now we have to create this database there. So let's go for creating this database there. Now we can try to connect to the online database which we have created first. So this is the host name which we have got here. So in my SQL, I'm just going to open it up here, and we are going to connect to this database. Okay, so I'm going to create a new session here. The session name I'm giving it as new, and the name I'm giving it as login project, and the host name which we have to give is this one, the IP address or remote MySQL host. So just come here and paste it here, and the username is of our database is this one, and paste it here, and password is this one. Okay, now copy this one and paste it here, and just click on open, and it will show the access is denied because my IP address is currently not given access to my remote database. Okay, so you have to allow this manually. For that, just click OK here, and you can see here my IP address is shown here. And now just go to get my IP to see my IP correctly. So this is my IP address, this is the same address, just copy it, and in the cPanel you can see in the MySQL database section there is a remote MySQL. Just click on that and just paste your current IP address in there, and just click on add host. Okay, so if your IP address is denied login in your remote database, you have to do this. Now let's go to, oh, here it is, the confirmation message has been come, it has been added to host. Now you can see here, if I'm just clicking open, sorry, there is some error. Now let's check what is the error. The username is this one, we have given it wrong. So this is the username, and password is same. Now just try to open here and wait for the session to be loaded. Now just click on yes to the prompt. Here it is. So we have successfully connected to our online database. Here is our online database which doesn't have any tables. Okay, now we are going to create this table there. So to create this table, you can get the create table query here, just copy it here, come back to the online database, and you can go to query, paste the complete create table query, and just execute this one, and just refresh to get that table here. Okay, just refresh your database. Table has been created. Now we have to add a user information in this one. You can go to the data section here and just click on this one, and I'm giving a username as seal number 1. The name I'm giving it as chili facts name, and the username I'm giving it as chili 123, and password is 123456. Okay, so this is the username and password of our admin. So this is currently in our remote MySQL database in our website. Okay, now we have to do a little thing in our application also. In application, here is the database connection. We have to connect the online database from here. Okay, so let me copy paste this one and keep the local host information safe here. And as I told, the host information we have to get it from here. So this is the host name. Just copy the complete path from here and come back to the Eclipse and paste it here. And the username we have to put as this one, the username of our MySQL user. Copy this one and come back to our project, and this is the username, and the password is this one. Here is the password, and we have to put the database name. So the database name is this one. Okay, so here is the database one. Okay, now we are all set to deploy. Now let's go for making our project as a WAV file or web archive. So this is the way we host this project online. So just right click on your project, and where you can see the export as WAV file, just click on export WAV file, and choose the destination. So I'm choosing my destination as in desktop, and there is a folder JAS. I'm giving the name as root. Okay, so just save the file as root, and just click finish. Okay, so yes, we have exported our login project as a WAV file in my desktop. So let's go and check that. So this is the file which I have generated now, root.war. So this is the war archive for our web project. Yes, now we are ready to deploy that war file in online. So downside, you can see here, you can set your tomcat main username and password. So next step is just set your username and password here. Okay, I have just set my username and password for my uh, tomcat server. Now just wait for the server. Yeah, your credential has been set successfully. Okay, so my tomcat server has been set successfully. Now you can see here, you can access your tomcat server by accessing your domain/manager. So if I'm just login going to my domain now, there won't be anything, I guess. So if I'm just going to a domain/manager, you can see here it should load me the login credential of my, yes, so I have just logged in with my tomcat server. This is an online tomcat server, so it's not ask the username and password because I have already logged in before. That's why it's not asking username and password. For you, it will ask the username and password. So in my tomcat server, there is a hello world JSP application. This is the one, and this is the manager which we are working on now. Okay, so let's go for I guess I believe you know, after this from tomcat server, how you can host a WAV file. Now you can see here, select WAV file to upload. Okay, now just select the file from here, choose file from here, and here is the root.for. Just double click on that and just click on deploy. So it will get an error now, the root.war file already exists. Okay, which means the hello world is actually the root.war file. Actually this is running on root. Running on root means it will be our main application without any slash or without any extension to our URL. Okay, now just click on undeploy this one and select again our war file from here. and here it is, the root.var. Double click on there and just click on deploy. Okay, now just wait for some time to get deployed. Here it is, the message is okay, and your project has been deployed, and the project name is login project 1. It's okay, no problem. And now let me refresh here and see what is the page coming here. Okay, here it is, our login page has been shown here, and if I'm just clicking here, it will take to sign in controller. Oh, there is a problem here. If I'm just click on this one, it is taking to the local host, because what is happening here, the sign in controller, I guess it is taking to local host. It should not take to local host, it should take you to the current URL. Okay, so there is a problem actually. Yes, it is taking to the local host. I'll update the code here, and I'll will deploy it again. Okay, yes, I have updated the code little bit. So I have given a Java string here, so we can update this common.url from here. So this is now as the local host link, project link. Now let's copy this link completely and come to here and paste it here. Okay, now let's recreate the WAV file again as export WAV file, and the link is same. Now just click on finish. Now yes, we have exported the WAV file again. Now let's go to the tomcat manager and deploy this one first, and select the file from here, and the same root.wav I'm selecting, and just click on deploy, and just wait for to get, yes, the message is okay, which means deployed successfully. Now let's refresh the page. Let me try login in without any username and password, and see the message coming. Yes, the login is failed with the username and password, means password is wrong. Now from the database, let's see what is the username and password we have given in that. So here is the table admin, and in the data, let's see, the username was chili123 and password was 123456. Okay, so chili123 123456, and if I'm just logging in, it will, yes, it has logged into our application, and you can, so the message is shown here, welcome chili123, and the profile section, you can see my name, chili fax name, and the username is coming. So this is directly coming my from my online database. So I'm just updating this one with my name. Let's see, this is online database. Just click on outside to update it. Now if I'm going to my website and just refreshing this one, it should show me with the updated username. Okay, so hope you got this, how to host a JSP application with MySQL as backend online in a website. This is how you can host it. So we have selected the private JVM package from Mocha host. So this is a 64-bit cache memory, having a cache 64-bit cache memory package. So there is the bigger package also if you have more users, so you should upgrade it. And I'll share this project in my description. You can try after buying a domain or a host in Mocha host, and you can try hosting it this. If you have any doubt in this, please comment below, I'll be helping you, and I'll show in my next video how you can host a JSF project in that the same way. So now the IDE I use it is Eclipse. I'll show the JSF project from NetBeans IDE, how we can host it in a website. So I'm just winding up this video for now. If you have any doubt, comment below, I'll be helping you, and I'll share all the source code in my description, you can have it. And please like and subscribe for my videos, and thanks for watching.